Now, before me start today's story, me need to tell you about somebody. Somebody very important. Somebody who has made it her personal mission from God above to know everything about everybody in Trevor Yard at all times. Her name is Miss Lou. Now, Miss Lou is not a bad woman. Me want to be very clear about that. Miss Lou is warm. Miss Lou is generous. Miss Lou would give you her last dumpling if you was hungry. But Miss Lou is also the nosiest woman in the whole of Pembroke Hall. Possibly in the whole of Kingston. Possibly in the whole of Jamaica. Me have not confirmed this with any authority, but me have strong suspicions. She is always at her door, always with a cup of tea that never seems to finish, just watching, waiting, ready. And before every single question she has ever asked in her entire life, she say 2 words. But wait now. Me say, me dear, me hear those 2 words in me sleep now. But wait now, like a alarm clock that me never set and can't figure out how to turn off. But here's the thing about Miss Lou. She was the first person in that yard to look me in the eye and ask if Trevor treat me good. Not in a nosy way, in a real way. The way older Jamaican women do when they see some tent in your face that you haven't said out loud yet. So yes, Miss Lou is impossible. And yes, Miss Lou is everything. And on this particular Saturday morning, she was about to meet Mark. God help us all. So it was a Saturday morning. Trevor had gone out early, some errand or another, and him left Mark with me. Now, Mark and me was getting along just fine. Him was sitting at the kitchen table, drawing something very serious in him notebook. Me was making breakfast, Johnny cakes on the fire, ackee and saltfish almost ready. Everything in that kitchen smelling like a blessing from above. Mark looked up from him drawing and said, "Miss Mary, you're making Johnny cakes?" "Yes, darling." "Daddy never make Johnny cakes?" "Well, Daddy and I have different skills, sweetheart. Daddy's skills in the kitchen very small. Me nearly dropped the spoon. "Mark, that is not a nice thing to say about your daddy." Him think about it for a long moment. Then him say, "But it's true though, Miss Mary. And you know what? Me couldn't argue with the child because Trevor Rice was indeed hard. But me never said that. Me just turned back to the Johnny cakes with a completely straight face. A completely straight face. Now, here is the thing about Miss Lou. That woman have a nose that could detect a good meal from 3 yards away through 2 closed doors and a zinc fence. The minute the ackee and saltfish hit the pan, knock. Mark look up from him drawing. Me look at the door. We both knew. Me open it, and those Miss Lou in her house coat, cup of tea in hand, the same cup, always the same cup, smiling like she just happened to be passing at 8:30 in the morning at our specific door. In her house coat, she peered past me into the kitchen. One long, slow look. Then she said, "But wait no, a ackee and saltfish me smell?" Before me could answer, Mark look up from him drawing, look at Miss Lou, look at me, then say, "Good morning, ya want some?" Miss Lou face light out like Christmas morning. Me face did something else entirely. And just like that, Miss Lou was at me kitchen table. Plate of ackee and saltfish in front of her, 2 Johnny cakes on the side, making herself completely at home. Me served her with a smile, a real smile, mostly real. Mark sit right across from her, still working on him drawing. Very focused, very serious. Miss Lou look at the drawing. Then she say, "But wait na little man, why you drawing there?" Mark na even look up. "A house." "A house? With how much room?" 4 rooms. 4 rooms? Who live there?" "Me and Daddy and Miss Marie." Miss Lou caught her eye at me over the top of her teacup. One long, slow, very deliberate look. Then sweet as sugarcane, she say, "But wait na, Miss Marie, so this is a permanent arrangement?" And before me could open me mouth, Mark put down him pencil, look Miss Lou dead in her face, and say, "Miss Marie live here now. She cook, she clean, and she don't burn the rice. So yes, she's defending." Miss Lou look at Mark. Mark look at Miss Lou. Me look at the ceiling. The ceiling, as always, could not hold me. But Miss Lou, instead of being put off, looked at that 6-year-old boy with great respect and discomfort and decided to continue the interview with him. "But wait na, little man. How long you know Miss Marie?" "Since before me birthday." "And when was your birthday?" "March." "And she was nice to ya?" "She moved me cake, chocolate, with sprinkles on top. Daddy forgot the sprinkles." She remembered. Me had to stop what me was doing. Me a thought, little boy, chocolate cake, put the sprinkles. Of course. But him writing every censor. And here him was, telling Miss Lou like it was the most important evidence in the case of whether Marie belonged here. Me had to look away because something in me chest did a little thing. And me see it not today. Ha ha ha! Me say, me there.